Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX, so we're continuing on with Farthest Frontier, some sort of gameplay, commentary, discussion, a little bit of, just not really a tutorial, but setting up a successful village, right? Just demonstrating a successful village, overcoming some obstacles and challenges and things like that and such. And guys, just keep in mind that if you're joining like sort of midway through the series or whatever, and you're like, what the heck, like where did the last episode go, or where did episode 2 go or something. Sometimes YouTube recommends things in a weird order. There's a playlist link down in the description, and that will just have all the episodes in a nice clean order, and that kind of helps it easier to find the next episode in case YouTube isn't recommending them in the right order or something like that. Yeah, but thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. So we are kind of just hoping some people would move to town. We're getting some people to being born, but now we're not really getting people moving to town for whatever reason. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it. Our immigration rate, 98%. I don't even know what that means. I mean, like, what does that mean? 5 people per year? And if it was 80%, it'd be 4 people per year? Or, like what does 80% mean? I've never seen any of these. I've literally never seen any of these numbers drop below, like, 90%. Like, 91% birth rate. Okay, well, why is it not 100? What does that mean at 91? Is that a big difference? Is that a large drop from 100 to 91? Do we even care? Like this is too, like, there's no tooltips here, or explanation of any of this. I mean, I would argue that this is just completely nonsense. 100% work rate? I mean, what does that mean? There's no way, right? There's no way. So it's just silly. It's just silly, but you want to be able to go to those menus to see what's kind of going on in a macro sense, but in reality, it's just whatever. We're planting the peas. Getting the pea... the sticks for the peas to climb up, which actually is pretty cool to see that. See them actually putting those down. Making some good money per month. I might actually, I'm almost thinking that year 7 we might have a raid. I'm gonna oop, do we not have any available? Hello? Oh, I had the building disabled. There we go. Yeah, let's get someone back into this role. Let's get them a weapon. Let's get them a bow and an arrow. I might actually even make another guard tower, to be honest. Well, we'll wait until we get some level 2 houses. Once we get some level 2 houses, we'll do that. To get level 2 houses, we need more gold. And we need only a little bit more gold. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we do keep this disabled? Yeah, we will keep this disabled for now. We will keep this disabled for now because I want to make 10 gold per month. Once we get up to 300 gold there, plus this. Actually, I'm just going to transfer it to the global. Yeah, we only need 4 more months and we'll be able to build this. Have we got this fence in? The gates there, the gates there, the gates there. Looks like some of it's still building. Yep, they're working on it over here. So we're building a fence so that the deer don't come and eat our crops, which is kind of cool. It's kind of neat. We're actually only 1 year away. Let's start working on the the granary, or the you know what I mean, the windmill. Although, are we gonna have the population to work in any of this stuff? Here's a traveling merchant. Hopefully they're buying what we're selling. Nope, they're selling us smoked meat, but they're not willing to buy it. They'll buy weapons for quite a bit, and tools, but we need those things. We're not making linen clothing, but they'll buy, yeah, this is pointless. Technically, they'll buy some of our stone, but I think the stone could be useful. We might just want the stone. Okay, so that's fine. Got plenty of food. Food seems to be keeping up. We're going to get more food when this all harvests here too. Estimated yield of 672. Holy cow. Well, the rockiness has gone down. Let's see if the yield has gone up. No, this actually does get a benefit for rockier soil. That's what that's telling me. The weeds are going down though, and that is no longer causing a negative, but causing a positive effect. The blight's also gone, and we're not going to have deer eating any of this. So that's actually quite a bit of food there, and it's going to have to come and get stored either here or here, and it looks like we do have enough room to store it. And presumably I think we could store it in here as well, right? So, in the storehouse, if need be, so, which kind of is just a catch-all building, I think. Yeah, building some of these apiaries could be nice. We could just preemptively build the candle shop and the potter building if we have nothing else to do. Have we gotten the clay added to this? It doesn't look like any of the clay is being added yet. We're making the clay. We have it accumulated. It's a long trek, I'll admit. It's quite a long trek to get down there, but doing some hunting over here, it looks like. Running out of arrows, though. Okay. I mean, the Fletcher should be working around the clock to produce this stuff. What we could do, I'm going to actually double the ratio of arrows to bows. So we're going to make more, we're going to focus on making more arrows versus more bows. I think if we were to get to check our resources, I think we got plenty of bows. We got plenty of bows. We need more arrows. These houses are getting some soap, even though we're pushing a lot of the soap to the trader here. Okay, what are you willing to buy? Okay, you are willing to buy gold nuggets, but at a reduced price, below average price. You're willing to buy soap at kind of a normal price? Huh. You're willing to sell heavy tools, which I do want some of those. I'm just going to sell the soap. We're just going to sell the soap, and I'm just going to buy... I'm just going to buy 3 heavy tools. And that means that we'll pretty much be done with that. Like, we'll just be straight up done with that. I'm going to transfer this gold to the global supply, and we're going to turn this on, start building this. Which costs 500 gold to 25 stone. If we check our actual build count here, it's not great. Plus we need one more farmer. Oof. We haven't even turned this back on, and we're going to get raided soon, I can only imagine. We have a good amount of planks. Man, we just need more workers. Like, we haven't had a single point. We have 100% immigration rate or something like that. 99% immigration rate. And we've played for like a year and a half, and we haven't gotten one person coming because of immigration. And sometimes just randomly 3 or 4 people show up. I don't know. It's chaos. It's chaos. And for some reason, it's just being weird. 15 crops eaten by wildlife. Even though we built the fence around here, I guess it's not finished. I guess because it's not finished. That's only 15. It's not as many, it's not as reduced as it could have been. But now this should be increasing the fertility of the soil. Actually, 57%. I think that is higher than it was. It started at 54%, I think. So we're slowly going up. We're going to get another 2 clove harvests to keep boosting it a bit. And then we're going to... Oh, our village is under attack. Raiders, okay. Let's get this person into their role here. Hopefully they'll actually get there in time. Okay, so... Okay, this could be kind of bad. Uh-oh, this could be kind of bad. Yep, that's our soldier there, nowhere near our tower. Okay, this is actually going to be a disaster. This is going to be an absolute disaster, I think. Let's just have random people, like, attack. If once... Here, you come over, I'm going to micro you. Come on, attack. Attack, tower. Okay, they don't have a weapon. Okay, this is doing good deeps, but... It's doing good deeps. It's doing very good deeps. Okay, drop them. Drop them. Attack to this... Okay, maybe they're all going down. The hunters are helping. The hunters are helping. Dang, the hunter came in clutch there. Is that it? They're all killed. Okay, that was the end of the raid. We didn't even have this tower set up. So the garrison, the garrison is very powerful. And what happened was because we had... Yeah, they tried to take some gold nuggets or something, maybe. Oh, that was just a deer that they're hunting. Oh, we got some villagers who graduated, so we have a number of educated folk now. So I guess what essentially happened there was... This is just incredibly powerful. They ran for our storehouse and for our trading post because our trading post has, like, you know, gold nuggets in it and so on and so forth. Our storehouse probably has a bunch of gold in it, although I'm noticing that gold's no longer there because I'm assuming some of this gold is being taken to here. Are you delivering it? Yeah, it looks like you just delivered 175 of it at least. So the gold is being transferred right now to the build site. But that's one of the things they love to take is the gold. Let's go back up to speed 2. Oh, did we get, it says 55, so people might have moved to town there as well. I want to make sure we have 5 farmers. I don't even know if we actually need 5 farmers, but we'll just make sure we do. I would like to get more people working at the work camps. Getting a second work camp would be kind of nice as well. Okay, somehow we're actually full up on housing. We have one building here. And we have one building here. This is actually kind of the priority, to be honest, the large park building. I'm going to set that to priority. It says we have more builders than we're actually allowing to be builders, so I don't know why that is. I feel like we have a little bit of an issue with wood. We need more people. We need more people. Now we don't even have room for more people, though, but we are trying to build 2 houses. They just haven't constructed yet. Oh, wait, I'm crazy. I could put up a house or something up here on this hill, and that would still be in the range of all of this stuff. Yeah, that would still be in the range of all of this stuff. So let's add a couple more houses up here on this hill. Yeah. That's absolutely in range. And definitely in range of this big park, and it'll be in range of this bakery. So that's gonna be, this is gonna be an awesome neighborhood once it gets fully put together. We still have room in between here to add little gardens and stuff like that, which will boost desirability even more. I would like to kind of have a road system that maybe cuts through here, continues through and cuts through here, because it looks like roads are getting most of the places, but if you live up here, maybe having a road that goes by would be nice. But then again, building roads takes laborers and builders. I'm assuming either one of the two. We don't really have many laborers at the moment to spare on stuff like this. We just got raided. Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe we don't pay for the guard. We just got raided. Let's not even worry about it. Let's get them working in the labor. We have plenty of clay, and we're kind of doing nothing with it, so I'm going to reduce this down to 1 out of 6. So the gold's been delivered, which is good. We still have 171 gold sort of remaining. We should have, in our global supply, we should have 1 heavy tool. It's saying we don't. It's saying we don't. Do we have 4 here? Wait a second, we bought 1. I'm gonna wait a minute because I'm wondering if it got. Didn't we already buy 1 of these? And then we just bought 3, but I thought we bought 1 a few sessions ago. No, it just got delivered. It was just being delivered, so it wasn't quite in the it was in between global stock and its delivery point. I was gonna say that doesn't make any sense. Here we go. These buildings are upgrading now. This is finished. Large park is finished. Desirability is popping off. Actually, is there just a way that I can open up the desirability? There we go, desirability, which I think that's F. Or no, F is fertility. You know what? 8 people have arrived in the village. They have plans to immigrate. You know what? Let's accept them. We don't really have room for all of them, but we're building 3 more houses, 3 or 4 more houses. So get to work building. Look at that. Now we got people for days. Let's, I'm almost tempted to get another person working at this work camp. Let's get a whole, I almost kind of want to get another work camp entirely as well. So we're building 3 houses, so that'll be enough for these people coming in. Build a new school to set this town apart from other small villages. A school will help train more efficient workforce and attract more educated settlers. Why would this school attract educated settlers? Exactly. If they're already educated, they don't really need to go to school. Unless they just appreciate the fact that... I mean, I get that, but that's kind of... I mean, you're telling me, like... I don't know. At this time, I don't know. That's like people are shopping for neighborhoods to move to. This isn't... This is... I mean, this is like... You know... Maybe not quite the Middle Ages, but... Not exactly fully... Well, it is. I mean, feudal. You start off in a feudal society, and then you're leaving that. Yeah, so... I don't know. Just... Anyways... Building it just random tip just popped up to have us build a school, even though for some reason it contextually didn't even understand we already had a school, which is silly, but it is what it is, I guess. So this is a homestead. It doesn't have any more capacity, but it will pay us in taxes. Homestead compared to shelter. That costs 6 planks. We have plenty of planks. We just need a lot of builders to come in and you know build all this stuff up. Fertility is going up. Weeds are at an all-time low. Because the weed level is low, we're going to get 100 additional. Rockiness is low, so that's going to add more. But the fertility being at 59% is going to reduce the estimated yield here by 1,000 because of the low fertility. Which is a little bit crazy to me, to be honest. Little bit crazy to me because with the peas it doesn't even reduce it that much, but here it's gonna be massive. I guess maybe part of what this is saying impacts fertility. To me that doesn't say. To me, when I read impacts fertility, I'm thinking that's how it impacts the actual fertility. Like by growing this crop here, it's going to suck out a lot of the soil's fertility. It's not telling me that it's more impacted by less fertility. You just see what I'm saying? Like those are different kind of ways to word that. But that might be what's going on. Is that not only does it damage the fertility to grow wheat, but it's also kind of like the wheat itself wants there to be a higher fertility soil. And it's proportionally more negatively affected by having less than 100% fertility. Of course, I don't think you can really... I mean, I guess you could maybe eventually get up to 100% fertility, but that's not something you're just going to find just like strolling around. Now, eventually, right, this waste will actually become compost, and then we can use that on the fields for a little bit of a boost. It's not much, but it's a little bit of a boost. You'll never get like 100% fertile fields constantly, but it's, you know... Although technically this field, I feel like over the cycles, right? Over all of the cycles, this should stay evenish. It'll be interesting to know after this. Well, we're going to have another clove here too, but it'll be interesting to know at the end of this, if we get up to like, let's say we get up to like 60% after this clove cycle, what exactly this is going to do to it doing the wheat, where it ends up after the wheat's completed next year. That'll be interesting to know. Okay, so this is done. We do actually have someone working here. Whoops. We do actually have someone working here. They have nothing to do at the moment, however. So I'm going to actually disable them. That slot. I'm going to prevent anyone from working there for now. So we're now making tons of gold per month. Tons of gold per month. And with that, I think I will permanently have someone working in the lookout tower. We have room for all of our people. We now have plenty of builders and plenty of laborers. Of course, these extra people we've brought to town will need more food. However, we're going to be getting the bread online, right? We're going to be doing baking. Go back to the desirability here. We can see that these are not quite up to 30 over here. The bakery will do that for us. So it doesn't show us the once we build this, it doesn't actually show us the radius. Now I think I think a building can only be affected by Like for example, see how these are not being affected by this park? Because a building can only be affected by one park at a time. So we could see these are the two here that are not even being affected by this. Although it is saying that for some reason, oh no, I guess it is accounting for sort of distance, right? Like these ones aren't getting any bonus for me building another big park over here, but clearly these ones are getting a huge bonus. This one's not even affected by the first park in the first place, so it's getting the biggest bonus by trying to build a park. Like if we're just going to build a small park right next door, it'd be a fairly large boost. This plus the bakery would probably get these all up to 30. We definitely want to get these to 30, but I don't know if this is the way that we're going to go about doing that. 72 room for 72 folks. Let's get a market. Let's get this marketplace actually built now out here. It's going to take a decent amount of planks. What is this? No stone in the range. That's fine. Just work on. We just need wood. Although, you know what? Actually, we can move this slightly to get some of these areas of stone into here. This is mostly focusing on trees, but should be collecting some stone as well. Plenty of stone in this area here. The wood, the food, despite the fact that we've grown our population by about 18 in the last little bit, the food's still basically telling us we have about the same amount of food. So you got to think if we just increase our population by 25%, that would just sort of say the units of the month's worth of food that will feed our entire population should have gone down, but it's kind of staying about the same. And I think that's because we got this field in full motion here, and these have been pretty big yields of the peas. Pretty big yields for those peas. Again, selling meat, but not buying meat. Buying clay, interestingly enough. I mean, it seems like we're just making tons of clay. Well, the clay, oh, actually, they're willing to sell cows for a cheaper, or sort of a normal price. Cheaper than what we've previously seen, at least. But yeah, so keep transferring the soap over. Guess we could get the sand pit built too. There's no reason to keep this on pause anymore. When those get built, though, we're going to need to make sure that no one's working in any of them. Firewood is low. Okay, let's actually get a second person working here then. So that's something that additional population has affected. So they're willing to pay a bunch of money for the hide coats. Let's just sell what we have. Whoops. We probably could get a second tanner, to be honest. And they'd be willing to pay just normal amounts for the other things. For the shoes. For the soap. Is there something we need a lot of cash for? Really, not overly at the moment, I don't think. I mean, I guess eventually we'll need 1,200 gold for this. We have all the heavy tools we need. 150 population is just way down the road. We're halfway there. I think the 25 homesteads will be fairly easy, though, I think. Yeah, money now is better than money later, maybe? I don't know. Sell the shoes? Sell the shoes. We'll let the soap... We'll try to get a better deal on the soap. Although we have enough hides that I actually think, and we're selling some of the excess, I think actually having a second person working at the tanner could be good. We have just annihilated our workforce, though, by doing that. How did we go from a second ago? We just like, boom, we have all these laborers, and now not so much. We added a miner. What was that? Oh yeah, no, we don't want anybody working at the sand pit. The sand pit this is turned off for now. Thanks. We don't want anyone working here at the iron mine. For some reason, I can't hit the button to disable the building now. Okay, so that should get us some laborers again. And those laborers will go and they'll clear areas for build sites, and they'll chop trees, and right, as long as we have something set for harvesting, they'll do some stone harvesting, they'll do some tree harvesting, so on and so forth. Thinning out these trees a bit. I like some of these trees being here, but thin out some of them. Alrighty. I think things are going pretty well. We survived a raid. We've got a lot of these houses are upgraded to homesteads. This one just needs 2 types of food before it'll upgrade. That should kind of just happen. It happened for all these others, so it's likely going to happen for this one eventually as well. Yeah, all of these have gotten homestead. A lot of these have gone up to homesteads. We got 10 homesteads. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I think are going to be easy to get up. So that'll be 15 out of the 25 we need total. We're setting up this other neighborhood though. Oh, it looks like this this market stall is actually up and going. So building out some more houses over here will probably be something we'll want to do soon. The smokehouse is on fire again. We'll need a well out there too. There's a number of things that we're working on here. Thanks everybody for being here for this episode. I really appreciate it, guys. I will see you guys in the next episode as we continue to work on this little village in Farthest Frontier.